First one that we're going to have for this morning. She's going to kick us off with a poem, but she's an actual Amazon rated young adult author, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes. And children's author.
Yes,
And
children's, yes.
so what we're going to go ahead and get started early because Holly Knightley is already with us, the early bird. So what we're going to go ahead and introduce her. Holly Knightley is a supernatural suspense author and lifelong devotee of the macabre. She draws inspiration from the ethereal works of Edgar Allan Poe, whose spectral tales have ignited her love of all things dark and spooky since her youth. She calls New Jersey home, where she resides with her husband and their 4 fur babies. And you may find her on Facebook, X, and YouTube at Holly Knightley. And her books you may find on Amazon. And we highly recommend. And I have a copy right here of Eye of Athena, which is going to be for the adult category, the second place. That's one of the prizes that you get to win. And it is a fantastic book.
Absolutely.
So Holly, welcome.
Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Carmen. Thanks so much. So excited to be here to kick off the Poet Like Poe poetry contest. It was such an honor to be a judge last year. Ecstatic to be back again as a judge.
Yes, and sponsor.
Yeah, you guys had just so many talented poets. It's pretty amazing to get to read that. It was a lot of fun. So thank you.
Yes, absolutely. We're hoping that we do get more submissions this year. We only had a few people submit for the youth part of it last year, and so we're hoping that we do get more of the younger generation writing poems and joining in. So that'll be exciting to see how many we get this year.
Yeah, especially if you have any family members, the
Yes.
young adult of our variety that you can con them into.
Yes, and if you're a teacher, suggest it to your students to submit the poems. I think the earliest aged for entry, I think we said 11 years old, which is about
Yep.
6th grade. We felt like that was a good place to start this year. We kind of lowered the age range.
Yeah, middle school usually is a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. So Holly is going to read Poe's poem Alone, which was published on March 17th, 1829. And so, Holly, are you ready to read?
I'm ready.
Okay, we'll take it away.
Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. From childhood hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of the most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery that binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled its on tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. Back to you, 6 degrees.
Holly, that was amazing.
I got a little tongue twisted. But hey, guys, I tried.
No, you did amazing. You did amazing. So what inspired you to choose Alone?
So Alone is one of my favorite Edgar Allan Poe poems. I think it's a poem that a lot of us can relate to, especially when we're young. It's believed that Edgar Allan Poe wrote this poem when he was in his 20s, when he actually wrote it in like an autograph book of Lucy Holmes, who was a fellow poet. He kind of wrote it. It's kind of like an autograph slash maybe like a little love note. And I just love the idea that other people may have been writing like roses are red, violets are blue. I love you. And he's writing this really like saying like, you know, that he knows he's different. He feels he's different. And I feel like a lot of us can relate to that, whether we feel alone through grief or from different social pressures. But at the end of the day, we're not alone, because if you take all of us alone people and you put us together, which with what Edgar Allan Poe does, we have our own little community. So I think it's actually a beautiful message. It's exactly the reason why I fell in love with Edgar Allan Poe as a child, and I'm still in love with him. I
Yes.
just think it's hard to believe that a 20-year-old wrote that.
I know. It is an amazing poem. It's probably in my top 10, I would
Yes.
say. Yeah. Of
It definitely
favorites.
resonates with a lot of us, like you're talking about,
Yeah.
with those that are, whether they're introverts or
Introverted
suffering.
extrovert.
Yeah,
Yes.
introvert, extrovert.
Well,
So
introverted extrovert. I am definitely that.
yeah,
I
well,
gotta have my alone time.
I'm not even an introverted extrovert. I'm just an introvert.
Yes.
But
To the
just
extreme.
yeah, to the extreme. So at one point, my friends always ask me, "Am I really a vampire?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to tell you that. I can come out in the sun. That's all I'm going to tell you." Now
Yeah, but
on our
you're not glittering, so that's good.
now that
I know.
don't get
I
me
know. I
started.
know. I'm just
All right.
messing. I'm just messing.
On chat, we do have Matthew Thompson gave you wonderful golf claps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them golf claps because
I'm gonna
they're
do
silent on YouTube comments.
Yes,
So
I'm
Well,
gonna do the snaps. I'm gonna do the
well,
snaps.
that's very kind, because that's my husband.
Yes.
So, but thank you, darling, because he knows how I've been kind of stressing out about it. So thank you.
Yes.
And
No, you
see,
did an amazing job.
you
did.
have an actual support system that's, he's loving, caring, and he's supporting you. So that's always good. So in actuality, you're not all alone.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah,
And
he
you have
was.
us too.
I didn't brick him up in his room, because I have this is a very black cat wall, but he was made to stay in his room, so he didn't make me laugh while I read. So, but
Or
he's
make
a
you
good
nervous. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
That's okay.
Nice.
That's okay.
So definitely check out Holly on all of the social media
Mhm.
platforms. Go look at her book arrays, and you've got some more coming out this summer, I believe, right, Holly?
Yeah, I have a fun young adult series called Whistler in the Woods. It's actually based off the Jersey Devil. You don't have to be from New Jersey to enjoy it. If you like the idea of a demon haunting the town you live in, and weird time warps, and all that, which who doesn't, right? Check that out. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Holly, thank you so much for being a part of this and kickstarting the event. This is so awesome.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I'm such a fan of the podcast. You guys do a wonderful job. You guys just bounce off each other. I look forward to every week. I'm like, where's a new episode? I know. You guys just can't keep them coming quick enough for me. Thank you. Excited to hear all the poetry we're going to get this year. Seriously, anyone, even if you feel you're amateur, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
The first step is getting your poetry out there. Just letting other people read it is really the first step to growing as an author or a poet. So, please submit. We're very excited to read them.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Yeah. Yes. And again, thank you for supporting us, being a judge, being a sponsor. I mean, you're all the things, and you're amazing. So
yeah.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to anything you have coming out in the later months. And if people haven't seen Eye of Athena on Amazon yet, they need to check it out. And anyone who actually enters and wins first place,
second place
will get the Eye of Athena.
Yes.
Yes.
And one other thing too, I want to shout out as well is Holly's novelette, Riley House. Jason Markiewicz, who is we're going to show his video of Annabelle Lee later on, did a audio reading, and that's coming out on Audible very soon, correct?
He just finished it. I just listened to its entirety yesterday. Jason is such a professional. I'm completely blown away. Like I told him, so glad that he's still at that, I can still afford him, because pretty soon I won't be able to. He is that good. He really brings the story to life. He's so professional, because I know I'm neurotic and probably pretty hard to work with. He is so awesome. I can't say enough good things about him as a narrator and as a person. So excited. Definitely check that out. I'll be posting that on social media pretty soon, hopefully.
Right. I can't wait to
Nice.
listen.
Yep.
I've read it, but I want to listen to it. And so that'll make my drive to school and home even better. So,
Oh, absolutely,
yes.
absolutely.
All right. Well,
So-
Holly, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm going to be in the chat listening to everybody else today. Very excited, set everything aside to
Yay.
enjoy some beautiful poetry today.
All right. Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
We
See you.
enjoy your support.
Yes. Thank you. See you later.
Thank you.
All right.